I thought love had to be hard to be real. I'm going to sip my tea on this one. If you're new to my series, I am Taisha. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and this is my mini series on patterns that I broke that changed my life. And this pattern number 2, is believing love had to be earned through struggle. This one hits me hard. Because this one defines so much of my life. When I look back in retrospect and over relationships with myself, with other people, friendships, and especially intimate relationships, this pattern did some damage. This pattern took a whole lot of time to unravel and to really get a hold of and shift. For years, I believe love had to be earned through pain. I fought for scraps of attention, y'all, thinking struggle meant death. I thought that I had to sacrifice, that term, self-sacrifice. I was great at that. And I even recall in one of the relationships saying, if this person is thriving because of my presence in his life, then I've done my job. I was willing to sacrifice myself, sacrifice my happiness, sacrifice my joy, my peace, to allow that person to thrive. And I thought that was love. And that comes from a whole another topic of belief systems, things that were imprinted on me in youth, which all these patterns, right? That's why they're patterns. They've been there from whatever reason. And I'm not using the series to go deep dive into that. I'm just giving you some tidbits of things that I had to break those patterns. Let me tell you, all that struggle, it left me exhausted and empty. It also made me settle for less than I deserve every single time. Every single time. So what shifted this thing? It was an awakening understanding that love, the healthy kind, doesn't have to be fought for. It flows. It flows when I feel safe enough to be fully seen. And a lot of that comes from even my first pattern when I talked about shrinking. So when we shrink and we're not feeling like we're safe to be seen, we can't really draw in people to help align with the energy of I can be fully seen and loved as such, because we're hiding. So once you break through and say, okay, I can be seen, then you have to allow yourself to be seen. And love does that. Love allows that. Love allows someone else to fully see you. And so when we think about it, it all works together. When I'm comfortable in my skin and I'm not self-sacrificing, or when I'm comfortable in my skin, I do not self-sacrifice because I understand my value. I understand what I deserve, and I accept nothing less, knowing that I will attract that person who honors that. And when you self-sacrifice or you don't think you deserve, you attract people in your life that just that further solidifies that fact that you believe. It confirms your belief system. I like to think, and I like hearing people talk about how our relationships mirror where we are. So if you're attracting that type of energy, that means there's something in you that feels like you're not deserving of that love. And so you struggle for it. You fight for it. And you take that fight on like a badge of honor. I did it. I get it. I understand it. And that's why I had to step out of that and fully begin to embrace and love myself so I can break that pattern. So if you are fighting for love and it keeps wounding you, that's not love. That's not love, honey. That's survival. That's thinking I can't do any better. And you can. So I would love to hear from you. And maybe not put it in comments, but if not, just sit with it. What does safe love look like to you? Thank you. Thank you for joining me. And if you hadn't seen the first one, please go back and watch my first pattern. And then I have some more as I go through a few more patterns that I broke that absolutely changed my life. Hit like and subscribe to see more content from me, and I appreciate you.